Hi learners, welcome to Global Academy of Tally. In the previous video, I shared with you basic accounting for Tally RP9 beginners. In continuation of the previous one, today I would like to continue the basic accounting terms for Tally beginners. Now let us know what are the basic accounting terms. First of all, we should know what is capital. Capital is the amount invested in the business by the owner. Suppose any person want to start a business, the person requires money. So this money is we call it as capital. Next, assets. Assets are anything of value owned by a business. Example, building, cash, furniture, motor vehicles, etc. Assets means properties of the business. Now, another important term which is very essential is liabilities. Liability is a loan payable to outsiders by the company. So loans are taken from the public or from the private persons or from the banks or financial institutions by the company. What are the examples for liabilities? Liabilities, a loan taken from Axis Bank, loan taken from Mr. Raja, rupees 10,000. Next, revenue. Revenue includes all incomes. Example, receipts from sales, interest received, commission received, etc. Now, expense. Expense is the amount spent to produce or sell goods and services which bring in the revenue. That means any amount which is spent in order to earn some revenue for the company. Example, salaries paid, rent paid, electricity paid, taxes paid related to business, etc. Next, debtor. Debtor is a person who receives benefit without giving money immediately but liable to pay in future. In simple language, I will explain you what is a debtor. When you sell goods to a person on credit, he becomes our credit customer. This person will pay to the business the amount of sale in future. For example, sold goods to Ravi worth rupees 2000. In the above transaction, Ravi is a debtor. That means the company will receive money from debtor Ravi rupees 2000. Now, who is a creditor? Creditor is a person who gives a benefit without receiving money but liable to claim in future. In other words, who is a creditor? Creditor is a person who supplies goods or services to the company, but he will be paid later the amount of goods or services provided to the company in future. For example, purchase goods worth rupees 5,000 from Ravi Traders. In the above example, Ravi Traders is a creditor because this person has supplies goods on credit without receiving the money immediately. Ravi paid money after certain future time. Next, tangible assets. Tangible assets are those assets which can be seen and have physical existence. Example, cash, building, etc. Intangible assets. Intangible assets are not seen with your eyes. They do not have physical existence. Example, goodwill, copyrights, patents, etc. Now, what are fixed assets? Fixed assets are those assets which are used for long term by the business. Fixed assets are not meant for resale. These fixed assets are mainly purchased by the company in order to generate income for the business. Example, a machinery. Machinery is purchased for production of goods and this will generate income for the company. Now, what is a current asset? Current asset is an asset which can be converted into cash within a year are called current assets. Example, stock, debtors. Next, purchases. Buying goods with the intention of resale is called purchases. So purchase is also an expense. Sales. Selling of goods in a business is known as sales. Stock. Stock refers to goods lying unsold on a particular date. Now what is opening stock? Opening stock is the stock of goods at the beginning of the financial year, which is known as opening stock. Now, what is the meaning of closing stock? Closing stock refers to the stock of goods at the end of financial year. Next, what is drawings? The money which is drawn or goods withdrawn from the business by the owner for his personal use from the business is called drawings. Coming to the word invoice. What is an invoice? Invoice is a statement prepared by a seller of goods to be sent to the buyer. It has the details of quantity, price, value, etc. of the goods sold to the buyer. Voucher. Voucher is a written record and evidence of a transaction. For example, checkbook, counterfoils, cash receipts, invoice. Now we should know the most important word, goods. What are goods? Goods include all commodities and merchandise. Goods are purchased for resale to earn profit. Next, what is current liabilities? The liabilities which are payable within a year are called current liabilities. That means the loans which are payable within a 12 months period are called current liabilities. Example, bank overdraft which should be payable within a month to the bank, or any amount, small amount taken from a private person. Now we should know what is long-term liabilities. The liabilities which are payable beyond a period of 1 year are called long-term liabilities. For example, a bank loan taken from State Bank of India, rupees 20 lakhs for purchase of a machinery. This will be payable within 10 years period. So it is a long-term liability. Then finally we should know what is depreciation, which is very important. Depreciation is calculated on assets. Depreciation is the reduction in the value of the asset. Depreciation is calculated on the fixed assets in order to know the exact profit or loss of the business. Now what is journal? Journal is a book of first entry in which all the transactions are recorded first time. So it is called book of original entry. Ledger. Ledger is a book of accounts. In the ledger, all types of transactions of all the accounts are recorded. Next, we must know what is trial balance. Trial balance is a statement of debit and credit balances of various ledger accounts of a firm at a given time. Trial balance is prepared to know the arithmetic accuracy of the accounts. It is prepared at the end of the financial year. Trial balance helps in preparation of final accounts. Now we should know what is final accounts. Final accounts are prepared at the end of the financial year by every business firm or company. Preparation of financial accounts is mandatory for each and every company because these final accounts reveals the company's profit or loss as well as the various assets, capital and liabilities of the company for that financial year. Now, what are final accounts? Final accounts comprise profit and loss account and second, balance sheet. Profit and loss account. What is profit and loss account? Why it is prepared? Profit and loss account is prepared for the year ending to record all incomes and expenses of business. It is prepared to know the profit or loss made by the business at the end of the financial year. Next, what is balance sheet? Balance sheet is a statement prepared at a particular date at the end of the financial year. In the balance sheet, capital, liabilities, and assets are recorded. It is prepared to know the financial position of the business. So balance sheet is just like a photograph of a company which gives the details related to the financial position of the company. Next, what is financial year? A financial year is a period of 12 months, that is 1 year, during which the business is carried on by an enterprise. Financial year may be started as follows: 1/1/2019 to 31/12/2019, or it can be started like this: 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2020. In the next video, I would like to share with you starting Tally ERP 9 software and gateway of Tally. Please subscribe my channel for the upcoming Tally videos. Please like and share this video for updating your knowledge. Thank you.